What is going on, guys? Today we are taking a look at some gameplay I had in the Tiger 2 and a German 6.7 lineup. Everybody's freaking out, which is very sad. The internet loves to overreact. Germany has been the top for a very long time. Now the fact that they have some competition at their tier is scaring a lot of people. If you're one of those people who is scared that Germany can get penetrated by HeatFS now, settle down. Just settle down. It's called competition. Competition's great. When you have to play against tanks that can kill you, you will play better, and you will become a better player. Trust me. The M46, by no stretch of the imagination, is an impenetrable tank for a long 88. Some people said that the long 88 should get HeatFS. No. There's one tank at 7.0 that the long 88 has difficulty penetrating, and that is the IS-6. Like I said, the gameplay you're watching, I'm playing against a lot of American tanks, and we lose this game significantly. But I don't play bad in particular, and I actually highlight the strengths and weaknesses of some of these tanks here. So a big weakness right now for the M46 is a lot of people are playing it, right? And a lot of people are playing it with the HeatFS. And the HeatFS is only good for killing tanks that are unkillable by any other round. So you would say that the Tiger 2 is semi-unkillable by its other rounds. Now, if I was in an M46, I'd rather just use my AP rounds and go through the turret of a Tiger 2 if he's facing me. It's the easiest thing to do. But since these people have heat now, they think, oh, let's just shoot through the hull. So, since they're going to shoot at my hull almost 90% of the time, and you'll see it in this game, these dudes are just shooting at my hull 90% of the time because they think they can pen. 305 mils of pen is good, but an angled Tiger 2 hull will still bounce these HeatFS shells, and at worst, take damage to the transmission or the bow gunner, which is, thanks, good job. You killed my bow gunner. So what I do is angle significant amount for the hull, knowing that these people are going to shoot my tank in the hull, and I bait shots left and right. Now, I do have to fight against some T-34s and T-29s, which are arguably way stronger against the Tiger 2 than an M46. And I don't understand why everybody gets this whole notion that the M46 is now an unstoppable beast. I mean, it can be killed by any tank from anywhere, pretty much. It's very weak from the front. The armor's not super angled. The mantlet doesn't stop any shots, and a decently skilled player will just dismantle an M46 before it can even fire HeatFS at it. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, and in general, why everybody's so scared. The King Tiger is not a bad tank anymore. It just has competition, and that's my biggest thing. I don't think it's a bad tank. I don't have a problem taking it out and getting kills with it. I don't have a problem taking out 6.7 Germany anymore and getting kills with it. I don't have a problem playing 7.0 Germany and getting kills. I have a problem with the teams at those tiers, and they don't know how to play. And that's just how it works. They don't understand how to play the game. I'm not saying everybody, but most of the teams don't do well. And the reason they don't do well is because they play these vehicles like they're impenetrable when they're not. They were impenetrable maybe 2 years ago in the game. They were really good 2 years ago, but now they're not. For the sake of the game, every nation has weaknesses at this tier. Every nation has strengths at this tier. Germany has the strength of getting a long 88, a fast-firing, very accurate, deadly gun that shoots APHE. A lot of people take that for granted. They think, oh, well, it can't penetrate as well as some of the HeatFS. Germany doesn't get HeatFS at this tier. Well, aside from the RU and the normal tech tree. But the thing is, they get the long 88 on every tank. They get a gun on every tank that can pen, kill, one-shot, snipe. It's insane, the variety you get with the long 88. It can do everything well. And the fact that people, get all bent out of shape because, oh no, my Tiger 2 can get penned. My Jagdtiger can get penned from the front. Yeah, yeah, it can. So can every other tank of the game. The only thing that I'm talking about here that is kind of hard to kill is the IS-6. But the IS-6 is a good challenge. I don't think that it was needed to really give all these other tanks a means to deal with it from the front, because the IS-6 kind of only had that going for it. Yeah, it had a good reload. 15 seconds is a damn good reload for a 122. I think, but if they lowered the reload for it, maybe made it 20 seconds, that tank would have been hardly OP in the slightest. It would have been just the same as any other vehicle in the game. In terms of just the fact that it has armor, it can use its armor, but it can't really reload and do a lot with brawling because you have to wait 20 seconds after every shot. And that's like the biggest thing. The Vickers MBT, for example, another 7.0 tank, can shoot 3 times in full before an IS-3 or IS-6 can reload. So, you know, that just kind of shows you guys, you know, how that works. Now, in the game you're watching, I think I did all right. I killed 3 or 4 tanks over there. I killed an M46 or 2 M46s. I killed T29, that Scott that was shooting at me. And I decided to spawn in my ME410. Now, the game is lost here. Press tab, and you see all the dead guys on my team. What do we do to reduce this? How do we fix this terrible Axis teams? How do we do it? Well, first, I want everybody who plays the Axis and is complaining about these tanks getting heat FS and stuff, right? If you're one of those people, if you fall into that category, you complain right now on the forums, or you complain in my comment section about Tigers being undertiered or underpowered, or they can't do anything. What I want you to do in the next game you play in 6.7 Germany is relax. I want you to play smart. Move to caps, work together, help your friends out, and stop playing a solo game. And trust me, you will win just as much as you ever have. You will do just as good as you ever have. There is hardly anything you run into, aside from the IS-6, where you will be shit out of luck. And even in IS-6, you can shot trap. Like every tank in the game that goes for. The fact that barrels can be shot out, every single tank in the game can be knocked out by your vehicle. The Long 88 can knock out a cannon breach and a barrel with 1 shot. So if you work together, if you play slow, if you don't push yourself into stupid situations, you can back up out of them, you can play well, you can live, you can play your life. My biggest issue is, and don't tell me I'm wrong, because I know there's going to be a lot of people in the comments, a lot of you German players in particular, who disliked the last video because heat FS. A lot of you people are going to say, Slick, I can't snipe, I can't do this, I can't do that. Stop saying you can't and just fucking do it. Because people like me and the normal people who don't bitch and moan on the forums or in comment sections just play the game normal and do fine. I played this game with a bunch of people in Germans, and we did fine. Everybody in this game didn't, but the games after, we did win. We just played normal. We just played our game. You know, I just don't understand it anymore. You know, there's no excuses. There's plenty of guides online. There's plenty of people like myself. I'll give you an example, Orange Doom. Plenty of people like us who make content, show people how to play constantly on a daily basis. And just the fact that I'm still getting these comments, I know other people are still getting these comments from a community that only plays German vehicles. If you guys play other tanks in this game, you won't have the same complaints. And I know for a fact you won't. I know what it's like to play an M46 against an IS-6. I know what it's like to play an IS-6 against an M46. I know what it's like to play a Tiger II against, you know, this tank, that tank. I've played it all, and I'm telling you guys, there is not an issue with the vehicles themselves. Nothing needs to be changed. There doesn't need to be a BR change. There doesn't need to be a tier change. There doesn't need to be improved engines or fake rounds added. Germany has enough of those. The fact that people think the Panther II in game is a is a World War II tank is silly. It's not a real tank. It's a fake tank. The Panther II that everybody uses, that everybody says was ruined, has been ruined from the beginning for other nations. It's not a real vehicle. The Panther II in real life was a test vehicle. It had the same chassis as the Panther II we have in game, but it had a normal Panther A turret and a normal 75. In game, it has a small term and an 88. The small term has never been tested with an 88. Pretty sure that never happened. Tiger II 105, not a real tank. They never made that. And we have these two tanks in game. These are vehicles that people use, right? So German players, And I'm sorry if I'm calling out anybody who, if you feel offended, I mean the shoe fits wear it. But if you're one of the people who understands and plays other nations, I'm sorry that this is making you feel bad or look bad right now. Just trying to like get this point across that Germany has vehicles that shouldn't be in game either, you know, by everybody else's definition. So instead of just complaining that other nations need to be nerfed or other nations need this or that, just play what you have, get good at them, and L2P. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really do like the Tiger 2. I just thought that this talk was needed. I'm going to be doing a normal live commentary on 7.0 Germany very, very shortly, along with some highlights of a grinding session I had, which should be very funny. I do appreciate you guys again, and I don't want anybody to be super butthurt about this. I understand you get offended or whatnot. It's okay. Shit happens. But I'm just here to speak the truth. And hold on. I'm gonna stay here for one more kill because I want you to watch this. See you later. See you later, sucker. See you guys in the next one. Peace.